Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Environment Matters. I'm Mike Huff. It's a tug of war along the Tug Fork, but in this case the war is with hundreds of tires buried in the river bottom for decades. The Tug Fork Tire Tug of War is an ongoing effort to remove thousands of illegally dumped tires from the river. At this week's event, the DEP teamed up with the Kentucky Department for Environmental Protection and the group Friends of the Tug Fork River, along with other local volunteers. The Tug Fork forms the border between West Virginia and Kentucky here.
There's several people from Kentucky out on the river today down there, and so in this trailer that's here, Kentucky provided the trailer for the day, so yeah, it's really nice to be able to work with somebody else on doing this stuff, and work with volunteers too.
And wrangling tires from the bottom of a river is hard physical labor.
River tires are really tough. I mean, first thing is that they're silted in the bottom, so they have to be pulled out of the bottom, and then you have to load them in a boat, and you have to haul them to wherever you're going to get them out of the boat, and then you load them into something else, and then you bring them up here and you load them into the trailer, so you end up handling tires 4 or 5 times every time you do tires on the river like that.
And that's where the DEP's HydroTrack comes in handy. The tracked vehicle can get into places that would otherwise be very hard to reach, and when the water gets deep, it floats and the propellers take over. That diesel-powered muscle is helpful when the stuck tire is especially challenging. The good news, most of what crews are finding here have been in the water for years, decades even, and not recently dumped.
A lot of these are really old tires. We got lots of those big 6-inch white walls, which haven't been made for a long time, so it kind of lets you believe that there's a lot of old tires in here.
The success of these river cleanups is tied to weather and water conditions, and this week they were less than optimal.
We're fighting weather. I mean, we were scheduled to be down here 2 days a couple weeks ago, and we did 1 day, and we got about 850 tires out of the river that day. And today we're trying to get some more out. We don't have the ideal conditions. The river's up just a little bit, and it's a little bit got a little bit of color in it, so you can't see it. A lot of times you're out there just feeling with your feet for a tire on the bottom.
Crews removed more than 200 tires Monday. A second day of cleanup this week had to be canceled due to heavy rain. Weather permitting, cleanup days have been scheduled for September 30th, October 2nd, and 4th. These cleanups are all part of an effort to increase tourism in the area by improving the recreational opportunities of fishing and flatwater paddling. You can find out more about upcoming cleanup events by visiting Friends of the Tug Fork River Facebook page. In South Williamson, Kentucky, I'm Mike Huff for Environment Matters. Thanks for watching.